Good afternoon, everybody. Since we're 2 weeks out from my competition in Montreal, the Montreal Summit Classic, and we're 3 weeks out from the Nova Scotia East Coast Championship, there's a subject I wanted to touch on today. And if you're a first-time competitor, I think you really should pay attention to what I'm gonna have to say, because it could save you a lot of trouble. You could learn from my past mistakes as an athlete, and if I can help, if just one person to avoid a catastrophic post-show rebound, then I'll be happy I was able to help that person. So, first thing I want to mention is don't be food focused. So I know right now it's hard. Like, if you're close to your show, like, hunger is high, fatigue is at its probably an all-time high as well, and all you want to do is eat. But you control yourself. You got that voice in your head that's stopping you from doing that because you have a show coming up and it's keeping you accountable. You have a look to portray on stage, and if you cheat on your diet at this point, then it might alter that look quite a bit. So, but after your show's over, there's no more pressure. All that's behind you, so people tend to let themselves go pretty heavy. I was one of those person, and let me tell you, it doesn't feel right. Like, it's nice in the moment, you enjoy a few treats, and then next thing you know, you got 15 pounds of water in a few days. And this is the best way to screw up a reverse diet. Don't indulge in sugar. Sugar will completely ruin your post-show. As crazy as it sounds, like, it almost acts like a drug. Like, you taste it, you only want more. So if you're a person that has a cupboard full of sweets and treats for post-show, I would highly recommend to just get rid of them. Throw them away. You're doing yourself a big disservice by indulging in a lot of sugar post-show, because you're at a very vulnerable state physiologically after a show. Like, you're dehydrated, you're depleted, and if you start eating that many calories and you binge eat to the point where you get sick, this has a big toll on your organs. Your kidneys are gonna get pretty beat up from that because the inflammation it's gonna cause, and you're dehydrated, like I said. And if you eat a lot of sodium, then they're working overtime, so it's not good. Like, that's where I see a lot of people screwing up their blood work. Like, yes, bodybuilding is an extreme sport, it can be, and our bodies are pretty beat up by the end of it, so you don't want to accentuate that post-show as well. Give yourself a solid 2 to 3 weeks to go back to a baseline diet with minimal, like, meals off plans, but controlled. Like, you don't need a 3,000 calorie refeed. Your body, you're gonna be just fine. The food's still gonna be there when you're done. And, like, I can't stress this enough, guys. Don't be food focused. Like, I'm already conditioning myself because I know I've made those mistakes in the past, and I don't want to repeat that cycle again because it doesn't feel good. Like, your ankles are swollen, you feel inflamed, you feel it in your face, you can barely move. Like, tying your shoes gives you a headache. Like, it's not fun, guys. Like, I know it sounds extreme, but that's the reality of the thing. Like, and many people will listen to that and they'll just brush it off like, nah, I'll be fine. And that's all right. Like, we all live and learn, and we learn the hard way sometimes, and I had to do that myself. So that's why this year it's not gonna happen. Like, I know what I have to do. I have goals already for my post show. I've discussed all of this with my coach, and that's another important thing. Talk to your coach, because they know what to do. I hope they do, and that they're gonna guide you to do the right thing and have have a reverse diet ready for you the day after your show or before. Like, it's not normal to receive your reverse diet a week after you're done competing. Like, there's a lot of damage that can be done during that week. So make sure that the communication with your coach is established, and that your reverse diet is, first of all, that includes foods that you like and enjoy, like healthy foods, and that you can slowly build up to maintenance for your off season. And then you'll have that freedom to get free meals again, and the occasional cheat meal as well. It's just that it's really hard, I know, like, post-show you're all excited, like, it's done, you accomplished your goal, and you're super happy and you want to reward yourself. That's fine. Like, the day after the show, the evening after the competition, it's all right. Like, go out with friends and family and enjoy a good meal, but don't stay up all night eating candies and cookies and chips and whatever, ice cream. It's not worth it, guys. Okay? So I hope that this can help you. Like, I feel it's a topic that's not talked about enough in our sport, and I wanted to shed some light on the new competitors and the seasoned ones as well, because even seasoned competitors do that quite often after a competition. So yeah, that pretty much covers what I had to say, I think. Like, think long term, especially women, because hormonally it can take months and even years to recover from the damage you can do to your body post show. So be very, very mindful of all these things, and talk to your coach, talk to the people around you, like, communicate with your friends and family, not to give you gifts of like, oh, I made you this cake for your post show because you deserve it. Like, make the people around you aware that you don't want these things, okay? And if you do, like, freeze them. But even then, it's still there, and it's easy to just open the fridge and get it, or the freezer, and just thaw it, put it in the microwave, and it's ready to go. So, like, if it's not there, you're not gonna want to eat it. I hope that if this can help only one person after the competition, I'll be happy. And don't hesitate to share that video with the people around you that you know are competing soon, or have competed or plan to compete. This is something that you need to be aware of, and it's a reality of a sport. Like, we're basically starving ourselves to obtain a certain look on stage. So to recover from that, people just want to eat as much as they can because, like, the show's over and, like, it's time to off season, the bulk starts. But you need to recover, have a set up plan with your coach, step by step, do regular check-ins the week after, and don't lie to your coach, because he's gonna know. Like, the pictures don't lie. If you send a check-in 1 week after your show and your ankles are this big, well, and you say you followed the diet 100%, might not believe you. So that's what I had to say today, guys. So I hope that you can learn from that, and that it's gonna avoid possible catastrophe for your recovery after your competition. And this is not only important for your health, but for your ability to compete in the future. Because if you screw up this prep, it's gonna be really hard mentally to see your body go from stage ready lean to a 30-pound water buffalo. Like, that's real, and it's really hard on the head. Like, you see, like, the lines disappear, and you think, like, oh, all this hard work for nothing. Like, it's all gone. It's not worth it. So you might never want to compete again if that's like the situation you're in, because you're gonna suffer a lot mentally from that, and not just physically. So make sure you have like a proper reverse setup. Eat a lot of protein, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fats, because that's what it's gonna kill your hunger. Like, if you eat a lot of protein, you don't get as many insulin spikes during the day, so it cuts the cravings quite a bit. and the fats slow digestion as well, and they're much more calorie dense than carbs, so it's easy to get your calories higher without craving a lot of carbs and sugar. Okay, so that's all I have to say today. So I hope you have a great rest of your preps, and we'll see you out there. See you guys.